Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Yes, Biru. So, last video I showed you guys the new best team, in my opinion, for the bird 4th floor. Keep in mind that these 4 floors are the ones where we get the materials to do the Holy Relic enhancements. As you can see, thanks to that, I already did, right here, already did Biru's enhancement. It doesn't increase much in the overall stats of the relic or even the effect it has, but it gives a tiny bit more that can make a lot of difference if you're focused on PvP or anything like that. Let's go here to the beast. I'm not entirely sure I showed you guys the equipment set I did for them, but it was pretty much Miguelda and Biru, just HP defense. Well, she has to survive to be able to keep healing and removing debuffs. Biru was supposed to be our designated tank, but apparently he's much more than a tank because he also hits like a truck. If you see my previous video, he hit over 1 million on a rank 1 card. I was like, whoa. I honestly thought I was going to lose there if not for Biru's high damage. So, great tank and amazing DPS. And Thor, she was literally made for this fight, so she's a must bring it here indeed. I was intending to do a video this time about the deer 4th floor, but yeah, I'm trying the unknown thing with Biru again. However, it is being very difficult because I believe Ragnarok is the gimmick for this last floor. Let me see if I can find it here. There's something about Ragnarok in here, because I take a lot of damage right at the beginning. So, oh, here it is. Increase damage dealt to enemies with characters other than Ragnarok by 1000%. And decreases damage taken by 1000%. So, on this team, I believe the only one with Ragnarok is going to be her. Collab. So, this team sadly is still not enough to be able to go to the 4th floor. And this is one of the things I like the least about the deer, is because you literally need Ragnarok to be able to come here. So the new Green Hell, Green Tear, Thor, and Yomorgand. The team here is very, very specific. Let me see if I can... Yeah, let's reset. I'm not going to try again the 4th floor with this team anyway. Let's see if we can see here on the recommended teams. Oh yeah, you can also use Freyr. Not exactly my top pick. I would say this one here works incredibly well. But maybe this one also works very well. Huh, I never tried this one and I have all of them. I might try this later, but that's not the focus for today's video. I was also playing on the dogs, but now I try to use the full human team with artifact support from Deer. That pretty much makes us immune to freeze, because on the last phase that can be very, very annoying. Now, this team is not by any chances the most optimal one for this fight, because single target on both cards, single target on his one attack card, and it doesn't do much to be honest, and only has one AoE card. So, not exactly the best team for this fight, but a fun team nonetheless. So, oh, shoot, I almost forgot to show the equipment sets this time as well. I'm going to be using the same equipment sets I'm using for PvP, so do not expect the highest damage possible. I'm going for HP defense on everybody. I do not have attack crit set for any of them. And because of PvP, these are all engraved, so I decided to bring them either way. Now, let's begin the fight and see how it goes. Please bear with me, it will not be a quick fight. But it will be an easy fight, if I must say so myself. Okay, here we go. Well, the one thing about them having all AoE cards that it's kind of nice is because on the first and second skulls, we're only going to be fighting one of the dogs at a time. As you can see, we are not bringing Thunder. That's pretty much the helper for the dog's demonic beast. If you want to, please feel free to bring her. She does help a lot with increasing the ult gauge of everybody in preparation for this last phase. But anyway, I digress. Let's begin. I'm going to keep wasting his cards, they are not useful. I'm going to use as many cards I can from Song Jinwoo to be able to level him up as much as I can. You can see their damage is nothing to scoff at. And keep in mind, I'm using an HP defense stack, so my focus here is not on attack. If you build him full offense, you can pretty much one turn every single phase here. Then let's go. AoE, AoE, Biru, and Biru. I'm only doing AoEs with Song Jinwoo since the beginning because I want him to level up. I want him to be at least level 130 before we reach the last phase so he can dish maximum damage. The one sad thing about this demonic beast fight is because I believe every phase has damage cap, so you can't see anyone's full potential. Now, once again, oh, actually, let's do this because we are being attacked deep. Wait. Oh? Yeah. Anyway, let's remove all our debuffs. Out. Attack and attack. I like to attack the white dog first because I believe he's the one responsible for the ignites. So worst case scenario, if you don't kill everybody like I just did, you can at least kill the white dog and then go for the black dog. First floor, easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's a very old thing I used to say. Anyway, let's go now for floor 2 of the demonic dogs with the full solo leveling team. Even if this team is not the most optimal for this fight, I am having a blast playing with them. So here's going to be the same rinse and repeat from last time. Attack, waste card, attack, attack. Oh, I clicked the wrong card. I wanted to waste this card, not the heal. Oh well, that's what I get for talking and trying to play at the same time. I'm bound to get my concentration broken at some point. Well, now we couldn't one turn phase 1 already. Is my HP defense build already making me regret that? Well, let's move on and see what happens. Now I'm definitely going to waste these cards. We don't need them. And Shaheen can finish it up, I believe. I guess I underestimated her. Even the buff removal card was already enough. Now you might be asking why I brought this guy instead of Thoner. Well, I believe overall his support is a little bit better. The only thing that she does that he doesn't is the ult gauge for everyone in the team. But he's going to be increasing everyone basic stats, decreasing everyone damage taken, and right here increase again everyone's basic stats. So overall, I would say pretty good. Now let's go finish the second dog and waste his card. Damage cap. Dude, I really do not like damage cap being the thing on the demonic beast. I wonder if his card can take this last part. I can't! For a second I thought you have to go another turn. See what I mean? Sadly, since he was not with the full ult gauge, he did get frozen. The card set is to try and avoid that. So, since he's frozen, let's just remove all debuffs, use his AoE, and just go crazy with Biru on the white dog. At the very least now, Biru, Song Jinwoo, and Nasians won't be able to be frozen next time. You yeah, Shaheen does. Oh, I did not remember they could completely empty my ult gauge. Well, that's not going to make much difference. If we use these, we become immune to debuffs. Then we're going to use his AoE, and let's go Chad to finish it off. One good thing about his ult as well is that he increases everybody's attack. So using his ult at the beginning of the turn helps a ton. It reminds me a little bit of LR Lee's ult. Sorry, not ult, LR Lee's passive. Because every time she heals the team gains some stats and PvE content. That's why she was and still is a very crucial character for pretty much any PvE activity. So much so that before we go for the 4th floor, on my Red Tosker team, she is always here. If you have her and you don't have Nascience, for example, feel free to use it because right here, increase everybody basic stats by 6% up to 30% every time she heals an ally. So, very, very great support. Now let's go for the last floor of the dogs. You see, this team is facing 0 issues whatsoever. But in my opinion, I would say most teams nowadays can do all demonic beasts with the exception of Rat somewhat easily. I'm going to try and bring this full human team. You know what? I'm not going to spoil this. At the end of the video, we'll talk about it. Then, once again, AoE, Waste Card, Biru. Such a nice damage. It's a shame that his death damage ends on the first phase. If he was able to reapply it or keep this damage up for more than just the first phase, Sunjiwoo would definitely be a must-have for demonic beasts in human teams. And there you go, Biru amazing tanking. Now, one thing is also that every time Nascience uses a recovery skill, everybody gets 5%. So now giving more stats to everybody, more levels for Sun Jinwoo, and let's waste one of these cards. We don't want to focus on her buff cards, not necessary. We want to focus on her damage. So bye bye. And also that's a good thing because it will help increase her ult gauge. Now we're going to do the rinse and repeat. We cannot heal. Oh, sorry, I've done the to click because he is frozen. So AoE, increase his level, Biru, and Biru again to refresh his stun. 1 million on a rank 1, 1.4 million on a rank 1 pad. Dude, this character is crazy. To look at that, I was not expecting us to be able to one-turn the Black Dog. Okay, don't freeze Nascience, don't freeze Nascience. Nobody got frozen. Shocking. Okay, then let's heal and give more basic stats to everybody. Focusing on the white dog, level up, damage, and... Oh, I already had used fire cards. Let's go. 30% HP, not bad. Yeah, that's what I thought is damage cap. Dude, I hate damage cap so much. Now Sunjiwoo cannot be frozen. He has his full ult gauge. There we go. I'm going to do this once again just to remove the debuffs. AoE attack, dish damage, and dish damage. Let's see how well that goes. At the very least, the white dog will die for some reason. That was impossible not to happen. But sadly, the damage cap will not let me do much more. If not for damage cap, it would also have been one turn. Yeah, at this point, we don't even care if Nascience die or not. because the fight's already over. Heal, out, this, and this. Pretty much any card combination we did here, we are already safe. And there we go. Oh! Just like that, collab heroes destroying dogs. Floors 1, 2, and 3.
Hi.
I did not, once again, show on Deer, because I believe that pretty much any team right now can do this. And Sunjiwoo being Dark type makes the color wheel a little bit more complicated to be done here. I will try, however, a little bit later. Forget about the 4th floor. I will not be trying that with anything but Ragnarok team. But hey, that's it for today's video. This was it. All dogs floors done with the collab team, full human team. And then next I will try not with Zoneri. I learned recently, you might have seen on my shorts, that she also has a stance break card. Right here. So since she can cancel stances, Shahin can pretty much remove buffs. And these two can tank and dish a lot of damage. I believe this team might also work very well for the snake Nidhogg fight. So far I was using only goddess teams. Never could use Melee because we need LRLs for the buff removal in this fight. However, this seems to be as much fun, if not more fun, than the goddess teams. So stay tuned for the next video. I will be attempting this, and I will be using the same equipment set. HP defense on everybody because I'm too lazy to switch for attack critical. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for the attention. If you have any suggestions, please let me know down below. If you have any team suggestions you want me to try it out, keep in mind I'm not the oldest player, but I'll do my best to try it out. Just in case, here's what my box looks like. So if you don't have any of the collab characters and you have anyone here that you think I might be able to replace them, you want to test it out, let me know, and well, I'll try. If it works, I'll post a video about it. If I don't post a video, I'll at least reply you and tell you it did not work. Okay, thank you very much, and bye-bye.